Sky Strikers, CyberDragons. Never thought I'd see the day, but damn, I'm enjoying it. Third attempt of recording this. Alright, let's go. Hi, hello, it's your boy JP, and welcome to my November 2018 CyberDragon deck profile. Alright, so as you just heard, I had to record this quite a few times, and honestly, that's because of people. Well, I just kept getting distracted, so I started to ramble, and not just that, my computer kept black screening, so then there'd be a lot of editing anyway, because of it would just be black, and I'd have to like fix it up, and I just decided, yo, let's just take it again and hope I can do better. So anyway, before I explain why I made the changes, if I enjoy the changes, and what the main deck changes are in general, let's get into the deck profile. So, we're starting off with 1 JaicePyro, 1 Cyber Eltonin, 3 CyberDragon, 3 Galaxy Soldier, 2 CyberDragon Via, 3 CyberDragon Core, 3 CyberDragon Nachta, and 3 CyberDragon Hertz for the monsters. Now, for the spells, we have 3 Overload Fusion, 2 Cyber Red System, 3 Emergency Cyber, 3 Sky Striker Mobilize Engage, 3 Machine Duplication, 2 Cyber Repair Plant, 2 Combat Grave, 1 Sky Striker Mega Horn Endurance, and 1 Cyberload Fusion, wrapping up the spells. Now for the 1 Lonely Trap, we have Cybernetic Overflow. Okay, so moving on to the extra deck, we have 1 Chimera Mega Flea Dragon, 1 Cyber Twin Dragon, 1 Chimera Fortress Dragon, and 2 Chimera Rampage Dragons, wrapping off the fusions. Now for the XCs, we have 2 CyberDragon Infinity and 2 CyberDragon Novas. Now for the links, so many leaks compared to the last deck profile. We have 1 Nightmare Griffin, 1 Summon Sorceress, 2 CyberDragon Sieger, 1 I almost called it Brandish because I'm reading up the top, Sky Striker Ace Kagari, and 1 Sky Striker Ace Shizuku. Okay, now if that's out of the way, I just want to quickly say again that this is my 3rd time recording this, so yeah, if I miss out on any key details, I apologize, and I've been literally grinding videos including deck profiles for the last however long it's been in the Australian heat. It's over like 30 degrees Celsius today, at least I'm pretty sure it is, and I've been grind recording, so I'm pretty hot and tired. Anyway, so let's get into why I made these changes. So the reason I added in Sky Strikers into the deck was honestly because of I just felt like there wasn't very much I could change with the deck how it was before, hence why I stopped uploading deck profiles for so long, because I just didn't know what to do. It was like all I could do was change ratios. Like, I don't know, like I couldn't really add anything, so I decided, hey, let's mix things up and let's do a lot of research. And for the longest of time, every deck profile you look at with CyberDragon, they all have Sky Striker. And honestly, Sky Strikers are doing really well, because whenever you look at a tournament report, a YCS, or anything to do with CyberDragon's topping, there's always Sky Strikers in it. So I was thinking to myself, yo, technically it doesn't hurt the pureness of the deck, because it's basically just a bunch of spells with some link cards in the extra deck, so I guess I could try it. And I also wanted to make the deck more competitive, and I just wanted to be able to change the deck in general, because it's been the same for so long. So I decided, yo, let's give it a try, and honestly, I really like it, because it's helped the deck out so much. It's made it more consistent, and honestly more fun, because there's so many more things you can do. This, how the deck is now, it unlocks a whole new way to play CyberDragon, because it's not just Fusion XC spam, you basically link spam with Fusion XCs on the side, and there's just so many routes to go. There's so many things to do in general, and again, it's basically still pure CyberDragons. He's just added a few spell cards and a couple link cards, so I can't complain. You know how much I love pure decks. So anyway, that's why I did that. It's working well. So now let's go into what cards I've removed to add in the Sky Striker engine. So straight away, I got rid of Dre for the monsters. Now the reason I got rid of him is because of I got sick of just using the normal summon on him. Sure, his banish effect was useful sometimes. I don't know, man. I just felt like he was unnecessary. I just felt like the Sky Striker engine would help the deck a lot more than he did. And honestly, I got sick of seeing 2 rows of monsters, so I was like, yo, I wanted to get rid of something anyway. I'm not complaining. Dre, it was a decent card, but it was just time to try something new, and I am not regretting it. So the spells I got rid of were the 3 Desires. Yeah, that's it. Just the 3 Desires and Dre. Honestly, I'm not regretting getting rid of the 3 Desires. I hated hated running desires in this deck. I was just sick of banishing cards that I wanted, and it just wasn't my playstyle, man. Desires, it just didn't really work for me. I didn't want to run 3 of them. I didn't want to run it at all in this deck, really. And Sky Strikers, it adds consistency, and sure, you're not drawing into CyberDragon pieces, but it still does so much. You still search cards, you still thin the deck, you still go into so many combos, and it just works. It honestly, it just works, and I much rather over Desires, because it just, if you look at this deck, anyone who plays this deck is like, yo, that looks nice. But with Desires, it's like, you know, it's more of chance, like anything can happen, you know? I mean, obviously there's always a chance element, but like, I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of Desires, and this new engine, honestly, it really works. As I said, Desires, you just draw 2, banish a ton of cards, or Sky Strikers, you draw one of the cards, and you just instantly start a whole bunch of combos. From 1 Horned Drones, you basically get a free Summon Sorceress, and it's not that hard to make a board with Overflow, Summon Sorc, Sieger, Infinity, and some other cards. Like, it's really not difficult at all. So yeah. Now, for the extra deck, the cards that I removed, so let me just get Camtasia out the way. I got rid of Pleiades because I just never used them, honestly. If you don't find yourself using cards while you're playing games, then just get rid of it and put in something you will use, honestly. Like, I never used them. I always said it every time. I never used them. I just kept them in there because it's a good card, but I much rather it without it because I never went into it. And I've replaced it with cards that will go into that do something, so yeah, you can put in Pleiades if you want, but realistically, why would you use it? Just bounce a card? Cool. I mean, sure, you can do a lot of things with it, but it's just unneeded anymore. It's really not. I got rid of Genius and Linkaribo to put in these 2. Actually, let me just talk about the development of his deck real quick. So, when I decided I'm going to put in Sky Strikers, I instantly got rid of Pleiades, a Sieger, and the Linkaribo, and Genius. Stupid me was actually running a 14 card extra deck for a while because I added in the Sky Strikers and everything. I didn't realize I only had 14 cards. Then I thought to myself, I find myself wanting a second Sieger, so I put in that. So, I mean, that's pretty much what happened. But now I'm finding myself with another Genius, so I mean, I'm not going to spoil it, you're going to have to wait for the stream, which should be tomorrow, but I already have plans of what I'm going to do for this deck. I'm going to add in stuff, take out stuff. You're going to have to watch the stream to see what I do, but yeah, I definitely want to make space for Genius back. You definitely need him in the deck. But everything else seems to be working fine. This card, you discard a card, then, you know, just read it. Like, it does so much, and then Summon Source does its thing. One of these cards adds a spell card from, or a Sky Striker from your grave to your hand, which you could use Horned Drones with, and you just go into a free Summon Sorc. It's super good. And then Shizuku, it lowers the enemy's attack, the opponent's monster's attack. It's so good. Honestly, like, I've got no complaints with how this deck's doing right now. However, there's a lot of things I'm going to change. Yeah, you don't know what I'm hinting, but I'm hinting something to do with those cards. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna quickly edit this deck profile because I want to schedule upload these things as quick as I can. Yeah, if you enjoyed, hit the thumbs up down below, leave any suggestions because next month is December, meaning there's only one deck profile left for this year, so if any suggestions, leave it down in the comment section below, but I already know what I'm doing with it for the most part, so yeah, hope you enjoyed, apologize for ranting, I'll see you in the December build, the very last build that we'll see in 2018, so catch you later.